Hey guys, Tomboy61, and Ranked is back. We have a new season of Ranked games going on. Today we're going to go over the rewards, and then I'm going to go ahead and give my recommendation for ships, whether that be premium or tech tree, on which ones I recommend using during the season of Ranked, because guess what? We have a tier 6 Ranked. I feel like it's the first time. It's been a while since, hasn't it been ever? Anyways, we have a brand new season. It's finally a higher ranked season as far as tiers go. So let's go ahead and get on into it. First things first, let's go ahead and go over those rewards. Of course, interestingly, this is what they are calling a sprint season of ranked. So what that means is it's relatively short. It is only the weekend. And they've made every rank irrevocable. This is supposed to be more for the weekend warriors and not the hardcore dedicated players out there among you. So there are 7 ranks. To rank 7, you get nothing because you start off at rank 7. Once you get up to rank 6, you'll get 500,000 credits and a day of premium time. Once you get up to rank 5, you'll get 5 promotion orders and 5 anniversary camouflages, which once again look beautiful. I love this anniversary camouflage. Then on to rank 4. Once you get there, you get 25,000 commander XP and 1 summer big crate. Rank 3, you'll get 1 commendation and 250 doubloons. At rank 2, you'll get 2 promotion orders and a anniversary 21 United States Navy crate, i.e. the battleship crates that we just went through. And then finally, if you get to the max rank, you're going to get 5 epic battle boosters and 500 steel. Additionally, if you make your way to rank 4, you'll get 250 steel as well. So all in all, not too bad of a reward. It isn't super rewarding to go through this, but if you have the extra time and you have your eye on some extra steel or one of those prizes, get on out there. It's absolutely worth playing a little. Now, let's go ahead and talk what ships I recommend. As far as cruisers go, I'm going to go premium and then the tech tree ship for each of the lines. So for the premiums of cruisers, Belfast has been my go-to. I think it's somewhat important to bring a radar cruiser with you in this match, just because the other team is limited to 1 destroyer. So if you are effective at hunting down said destroyer, you can go ahead and really kind of turn the tide for your team. Belfast has HE, has AP. If you go with Fraser and then do a fire build with him, the HE is fairly devastating, and you can definitely get some fires burning, which I have certainly been enjoying, and it's what I've been doing. So yeah, Belfast has been my go-to and is the one I'm pretty much sticking with for the majority of my matches, just because as far as timers go, cruisers and battleships seem to get in really quickly. Battleships, I feel like you can't affect the match as much as you would like to, just because it seems to be a large number of people are playing battleship. So if you can be a cruiser and you can survive and you can hold your own as a cruiser, I think you have a much higher chance of affecting the battle, whether that be positively or negatively for your team when you play cruisers and you get an instant match. Battleships, they're also getting a fairly instant match. And as usual, it's destroyers that are having fairly long queue times because, well, there's only 1 of them allowed on each team per match, and people want to play them. So yeah, Belfast is my choice for all of you out there who have her. I think she's going to be my go-to this ranked season out. As far as tech tree cruisers go, Miyoko is going to be my go-to. I think Miyoko's a fairly strong one. Once again, there are a lot of battleships in these matches, so you need to pick a cruiser that is comfortable with going up against battleships. And I kind of wanted to pick Shores initially, but I think it's just too paper thin, and its detectability range is just too far. I think with at least Miyoko, you can get the detectability somewhat down. It's way more maneuverable, and that's going to be your defense. And its HE is absolutely able to bring the fire when you need to. And yeah, Miyoko is a strong one. Also, it gets torps, gets long range torps. It's accurate. Like, it's an all around pretty decent package. And if I didn't have any premiums and I wanted to play cruisers, I think Miyoko would be my go-to choice. Now onto the ships with the longest of queue times, the destroyers. My pick for premium, well, it's going to be Z35. I think Z35 is one of the best all-around destroyers, and especially when you're in a 1v1 situation on destroyers, which you very much will be pretty much all the time here, right? There's only ever going to be one other destroyer on the enemy team. I think Z35 is going to be the strongest pick. They are the German and British destroyers are those hybrid destroyers. They do have sonar. Z35 has an excellent long range sonar. You are able, well, now that perceptive is a skill that can give you the previous twist and track ability on any destroyer, twist and track isn't as important when you run Bay on him, but still, the ability to be able to track down targets, super important. And then if they decide to try to pop smoke to hide, you're still able to engage them. Yeah, I think the German destroyers are going to find themselves fairly well taken care of this season of ranked, just because of their ability to hunt, and then they can go ahead and pick up scraps on the rest of the battleships. But if you don't want to go ahead and hunt and more rely on your teammates and you're in a tech tree destroyer, I'm going to go ahead and recommend Akatsuki. Akatsuki is, of course, the Japanese torpedo boat. Very long-range torps that reload relatively quickly at, I think, just over a minute, or at least in my build, just over a minute. Extremely stealthy. This ship is going to be the bane of the existence for Battleship players. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is in this season of Ranked, we do have the power-ups returning once again from they started with the Stellar Clash mode, but we've been getting them also in Arena mode. I'm really liking these power-ups popping up. The one important thing, though, is if you don't have people brave enough to go out and get them, or if you have just, all these battleships are going to get spotted when they're pushing it, the destroyer's kind of secondary role in this is also to run and get those power-ups. Akatsuki does an excellent job at this task. With its engine boost, you're up to 40 knots, which is fairly quick, especially for the Japanese destroyers. Usually they're much slower. So having a destroyer that's able to do 40 knots to get across the map to pick up those power-ups, the power-ups can absolutely change the tide of a match. They can absolutely swing it one way. There was one match where basically I pretty much gave up on assisting my team. I think it was actually this match, because basically a bunch of the health regen power-ups kept popping up, and those are going to be way more important. So if I can go ahead and collect those, our team will be next to invulnerable and win. If I was in a cruiser or in a battleship, I would not have been able to swing all over the map and quickly retrieve them, but because I was in a stealthy ship that is also relatively quick, I was able to go ahead, intercept, and get a couple of those power-ups to help win win the game for my team. So yeah, Akatsuki, I think if you're confident in your ability to deal with others, or you're confident in a teammate who will be able to assist you when you get spotted, or when an enemy destroyer starts to hunt you down, I think Akatsuki is an absolute powerhouse, especially with its powerful torpedoes and excellent concealment. Finally, we are on to the battleships, the class that seems everyone wants to play. My recommendation for the premiums out there is going to be Nelson. She has an amazing keel. Her HE damage really helps out, especially in this game mode. We have those persistent heals possible. Well, HE damage and fires are definitely one way to counter that recurring heal. If you are able to go ahead and get them to damage tick over time, it will absolutely assist you, and I think Nelson is probably the best ship for that. So yeah, Nelson already is a very powerful tier 6 ship, and I think now that in this game mode you don't have to worry about aircraft. I think that's her biggest weakness as of late for me, has been the aircraft in her fairly large and exposed citadel, especially to those German dive bombers. Now that you don't have to worry about that in this game mode, Nelson is an absolute top tier pick for me. You do need to know how to play her, though. Her bow armor is not able to stand up to the 16-inch guns that are both my tech tree pick and a couple of other picks are bringing into the match. But If you can learn to angle, and if your opponent doesn't know where to shoot, you'll be just fine in this. So that's Nelson. Now, on to my tech tree pick. So for battleships that are on the tech tree, I went ahead and picked Sinop, but I do have a or recommendation. I think I have not been able to experience North Carolina, but both Sinop and North Carolina have excellent armor and have large 16-inch guns that are very, very effective at punching through armor at this tier. So I would recommend either of them. Sinop is the one I went with, just because if you know your positioning, you are nearly invulnerable when you are bow in on an enemy, and it is a great feeling to have of that superiority. Also, those guns can absolutely just chunk people away, and it's why I really enjoy Sinop, and she'll be, if I do choose to play some battleships, she'll probably be the one I choose. But at this point, I've pretty much decided that I'll stick to cruisers this go around. So yeah, guys, those are my picks for ships that I would recommend during this season of Ranked. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. What are your ships of choice during this Ranked season? I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great Ranked season. See ya.